Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Occupy Mars. Things are happening. We are getting warnings that our crops are withering, which is not good, and that might be an oxygen thing. And I'm not exactly sure how to make oxygen. We have an oxygen plug outside, and I'm going to need to figure out how to get that oxygen made so that we have oxygen in here. Because if you take your helmet off in here, you will not live very long. Anyway, I did some checking out between episodes. I played a little bit of co-op with a friend and figured out how the research works, and also kind of had my head around how the electrical network works. So we're going to check that out. It is after 8, so we can head outside. Let's go and have a look at how our power is doing. We should have plenty in the battery. So if we hop in here, yeah, battery didn't run out at all. Target outputs is set to 50. We only use 18. We are receiving 51 from our transformer, and that is odd because it's only showing that 2 of the panels are working. Weird. Anyway, I need to figure out oxygen because there's no oxygen in there. I'm going to lose my plants. We have solar panels feeding into the transformer. The transformer, we just need to make sure that it's set. And I have 93 available. I'm only sending 51 to the transformer, which means I have extra capacity for things like charging my bike, which I should probably be doing since the sun is up. So we'll do that. We're going to be using this today. So that's connected. I should have a look at... Yep, we're at 72%, so we're actually okay. All right, so we'll leave that. Now there's this oxygen slot over here. We need to connect oxygen somehow. And I am not sure exactly where to do that yet. So we're going to have a look for that. We're going to go out and do some exploring. I think I made my settings a little easy when I started off. They gave me a lot more resources. I'm pretty sure I would have had to do a lot more mining of rocks than I did, but we're okay. So there's a lot to do today. Let's get stuck in. I'm gonna give my bike 20 because it requires 20. And I'm going to connect myself as well. Let's just give myself a little bit of a charge. So we basically just stand over here and click and hold. And we're up to 74%, 76, it's climbing fast. Our suit battery will be filled soon. And we're still getting the message that the plants are withering. Anyway, well, I'm going to head inside just for a moment, replenish my oxygen. So we'll head over to the scrubber, open that, and full oxygen bottle. My oxygen is not full, so I think maybe it filled a bottle that was in my inventory. I have a spare, that's fine. I've got food, I've got repair kits, I've got med kits. I could maybe drop a few things off if I had space in my storage. So we'll head over to the original pod. Okay, we've opened the door. Let's see if we have space in here. I do. So I'm going to drop off things that I don't really need on me. Wow. Yeah. Difficult. Things that can stack can also go. I don't really need the planter tool on me now, but I've got nowhere to put it. Anyway, that's done. And we can just keep the door closed. This game does look really nice. And it's surprisingly technical. Anyway, I said I was going to show you how the research works. So in these structures, those structures that are dotted around, they're all destroyed. There are abandoned tablets. If you go into the abandoned tablets, you get blueprints. And those blueprints, if you head into your research, you can use them in places. Okay, these are all unlocked. So like that is a blueprint. We need more efficient suit battery. That is a blueprint that we're going to get from one of those tablets. The same as vulcanization and nitrate synthesis and greenhouse. Now we can see that we already have, I think we've got greenhouse and somehow rubber vulcanization as well. This one that's kind of gray, that means we don't have that. So we wouldn't be able to do that research. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, that's my feeling. And then once you've got those blueprints and you have some research points, so let's see if I have any. Yeah, I got 2 research points here. And my next research point will unlock at 90. I got 22 out of 62. Now every time I do something with electricity, in this case, I get extra points and they all add up, which will allow me then to go and unlock things. So these ones that are kind of filled in, they have a background, those are already unlocked. And if we head down the line, these ones aren't. Like this energy, industrial energy converter allows to increase the amount of stored energy. Unlocks at the research table. So I can't do this. It looks like everything beyond this point needs to be done in the research table. Materials, I think I got so many unlocked, but like this uranium centrifuge, we needed uranium enrichment before we could do that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch, and then ultimately you want the launch pad. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically how it works. Find the blueprints, unlock. But in my case, I did make the settings a little easy. This will need the research table as well. You can see it's behind that line. Anyway, but that's how the research works in this. It's a little different. Multiple step. That means we have to go, and I'm wasting time. It's already almost 11. So let's unplug the bike. I'm going to just leave that cable lying there because for some reason it won't let me pick it up. Yep, I keep doing that. Let's have a look at the map. And we've been out in this direction. Although there's more out in this direction. But there's a fairly close one over here. So that, I think I'm going to mark that. Let's track that. Go with green. And it's over that way. So let's hop on the bike. We have space in... Oh, we got 99% charge. Okay, we got space in our inventory so we can head out and go and somewhere around that way. Not too far away. And as I come around the mountain, I can see it. I'm not sure what type of facility it is. It actually might be like a botany type facility. There's a dome. And it looks like there are a lot of resources I can grab here. Yeah, definitely. Electronics are pretty rare. So whenever you get the opportunity, you kind of need to find lots of things that have electronics. My plants are still withering. Damn, I didn't think about the oxygen supply into... Oh, gosh. Before we go in, I just want to go to the blueprints and see if we have something for oxygen. Living? No. There's a saboteur reactor. Needs electronics, cement, electric motors. I think I should have built that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need for it, so hopefully I'll find a lot of that here. And then we can have oxygen tank, methane tank. We got the CO2 scrubber inside, but I think this machine goes outside, the well expansion. All right, we'll sort that out when we get back. I might lose some crops, but it's one of those things. I'm going to break down all of this stuff. And it goes pretty quickly if you hit these spots. Just like that. Yep, we are collecting lots and lots of good stuff here. And the cool thing is we're getting lots of solar panels as well. But most importantly, few electronics. And once again, I'm not going to put you through the whole grind. So I'll be back when I've cleared out most of the stuff. Right, now I don't know what this machine is, but it's pretty big. And it's got what looks like 3 different outputs. And it has a transformer built into it. So this is quite chunky. I'm going to take it down and see what we get from it. Okay, so that one part was on its own. The transformer is separate. Oh, and I'm dropping things because my inventory is full. No, it's not. What the heck? Maybe this was just on the platform. It's not full. I can't pick that up. Anyway, I'll continue. And there you go. All the solar panels are down and those other machines that we hear are down. And I think now we can go inside. And I think I already see one of the most important things, the abandoned tablet. So let's hop in the inventory and use... Alright, rover. That seems like it could be quite good. Main HQ. I wonder if that's a better one. I mean, I don't need the rover right now. Although maybe it's got storage. It's got a tipper, oxygen tank for the rover, a grabber. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the base stuff for now. Alright, so we've got that blueprint. All we need to do is go and do the research associated with that. And I'm just going to run around in here and see what I can find. It doesn't look like there's much inside. I thought this would have been like a botany place that would have seeds, but no. I could come in here and break all of this down, but I think I'm okay on resources. Well, steel plates, glass plates. Yeah, I think I could probably use some more of those, so let's break some stuff. I'm just going to run through here. I've got time. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've got time when I get back to do what I need to do. Looks like there's stuff buried under the ground here. This is soil. I'm pretty sure this was a greenhouse. Okay. There's some lockers, but I'm almost done. We've got a few things left to do over here. Some lockers. And those are done. I believe I have everything here that I can get at the moment. Can't do anything with the main structures yet. I need to upgrade again. And that needs some research. Anyway, that's it. There are no more interactables around here that I can see. Good. Let's head home. That was a very good haul. And it's early enough in the day that I can build a couple of extra jobs. And we see if we can sort out the oxygen in our base. Okay, we are home. And I am going to first go... I've got lots of material on me. So let's see if we can do this add-on. Blueprint, it was this. It's a well expansion. I don't see any extra plugs on it. So I think that's the wrong thing. Pump station, maybe. Or pump station expansion. What does the pump station do? I am not sure what this pump station does, but just for science, we'll build one. And let's see what it gives us. We have all the stuff we need for it. Yeah, and it's going pretty quickly. And it's done. Okay, now what do we get here? Does this work automatically? It has a panel. Storage and production. Pump station. It does water, ammonia, and oxygen. Okay. Does it take power? It doesn't appear to take power. Where's the power go? Am I just completely missing this? Because this looks like the one that I saw. Maybe this needs its own transformer or something. I just, yeah, honestly just don't see anywhere to put power in. Unless, go and see the color of that plug. It is an orange plug for the oxygen. So this one looks more red. All right, well, let's give it a try. We've got hose. So we'll grab that. We'll plug it in. It does definitely look red though. Oxygen connection plug. And then that turns green. Does that mean that I've got it in the wrong slot over here? No, that turned green. Huh. Okay. So now what is this thing saying? Obviously something needs to go in here. And I don't know what that is. Is that the water pump? Okay, I'm going to do this well extension because I can. It is getting a little late, so I'm going to need to hurry up. And I'm probably going to need to give this more power because that solar panel is not going to deal with it. And this should actually have its own power setup and battery. But I really just want to see what this thing does. Oh no, what am I missing? Oh, a bit of cement. Oh well, I'll have to do it in the morning because the cement is over there. Trying to gauge what is here, but you can't really see anything. It doesn't look like there are any output plugs. Alright, so we will go inside. Our plants are, they're there, but they are not happy. I need to get oxygen sorted out. I honestly thought the CO2 scrubber would sort that out. So while we're waiting for sleep time, I'm going to just hop into this machine and do all the repairs that I need to do. That one is done. The blowtorch. And that's done. I think let's have a look in our knowledge. FAQ. Yeah, that's not going to help. Search for oxygen. To check how much oxygen is in the building. Well, that's a good one to look at. On the HUD, the system automatically shows how much oxygen is inside a room. You need more detailed information, blah, blah, blah. Watch the arrows, red 1 point. Okay. How to deliver oxygen to buildings. You can deliver oxygen to buildings using a pipe connected to a saboteur reactor's oxygen pump or oxygen tank. Okay, so I need pumps. Oxygen at the base can also be generated by a CO2 scrubber placed in one of the rooms. Planting oxygen-producing crops is also helpful. Well, that's what I've got. Okay, this is apparently supposed to be working. If I point at things in here, where would I look to see the oxygen level? I don't see the oxygen level anywhere. Oh yeah, I do, and it's at 0. It's under workshop. So there's health, obviously the facility health, and then the O2. So I'm not getting any O2. This scrubber is doing absolutely jack. It's on. Am I supposed to do something different with these? So let's stop this. That's closed. It is producing oxygen. Unless these need to be turned on or something. Does that work? No. Is there a valve that I need to turn over here? No. Well, color me confused. Thing is, when this door is open, this is highlighted. Yep, I have no idea. We're going to have to sort out that reactor and pumps for the reactor. So in blueprints, there's the pump station, small rock crusher, pump station expansion. Those aren't the pumps though. I have absolutely no idea, but it's late now, so I'm going to go to sleep. And we'll sleep till 8. Alright, good. Morning has come. Let's go and get the cement. Okay, so it's still in my pod because this is the best storage I have at the moment. There's the cement. And then we can go and finish off that reactor. I'm probably going to need more wells and more power. I think I'm going to build, let's first of all build this and see what its power requirement is. There you go. Done. Okay, this is doing something. If we go in here, supplied, required. Okay, so it's getting the power that it needs apparently. But we do have oxygen. It looks like I need an oxygen tank. Wait a minute. An oxygen tank? There's an oxygen tank. If I put this, I don't quite know where to put it, but I'm short of steel plates anyway. Let me go see if I've got any of them. Yeah, I do have a bunch of steel plates. Awesome. So we can finish building that tank. Maybe that oxygen just needs a place to go. It doesn't have a place right now. But now my question is, if there's an oxygen tank, how do we plug into it? Or is this like a feed all line? I don't know. Let's put it down and check it out. It's not happy out here. Okay, so it's not a resource problem. Is this supposed to plug into something? Yep, it doesn't want to let me put this down anywhere. I have the resources for it without a problem. Alright, there is actually storage output over here on the oxygen side. Does that mean this is working? I am confused. So there is some in storage. Okay. I don't know what I need in the... I'll send 3. There's no use. But we are building up a storage of oxygen. And if we have a look at our messages, I didn't get any notification to say that the plants are withering, unless they're completely dead. But we are apparently producing oxygen. I have no idea where it's going. Alright, I've got all this material on me. I think I'm going to start setting up the next row of solar panels. We will always need power and lots of it. So I'll put them down and try and keep them aligned somehow. Alright, those are as close to each other as they can be. Okay, and I ran out of electronics on the last one. That also means that I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge building another transformer. And I want to put a transformer out over here. Okay, it won't let me build there. So we'll put it over here. And let's see if I can actually build it. Nope. Small circuit board and 4 electronics. I have electronics and I have small circuit boards. I'll grab another one. Drop off what I don't really need. I think I'll keep the cement on me. I don't know if I need the electric motors. I'll drop them off. Yep, that should be fine for now. And I must remember to keep this door closed. Right, now we can finish off the transformer. Okay, that's done. Transformer extension. Have I built this the wrong way around? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Yep, I'm going to do that. But before I do that, let me... wait. I am missing pure silicon to be able to do this. That's a pity. So I need silicon refinement, and that is something that I am not quite ready to do yet. So let's go and do this. That's the last solar panel done. So what I think I'm going to do then, there'll be a bit of shifting things around, cables and transformers. This transformer can stay. That means I can have 4 other transformers plug into it. But this has given me, well, this will give me a whole bunch more. So that expansion is pretty nice. That means that this one could actually have moved over. So maybe I'll do that. Let's see, where would a good spot have been for it? If I was to put this in over here, then I could have the expansion when I eventually get it, and then have like 3 sets of solar panels feeding into it. Yep. So before I do this, I'm going to need to have another one. Oh, darn, I don't have enough stuff for it. What am I missing? To build this glass plate and 2 electronics. Right, well, for now, how's our battery looking? Battery is looking good. I'm going to unplug all of these. Oh, and I picked up a tech point. Now I'm going to redo these cables to go into this one. Unfortunately, these panels won't be operational for a while. Right, those 4 are all plugged in. Then we can have an output going from here to this transformer into there. And that's connected to the battery. And that's providing 144. The battery is going fine. So then this is the transformer we need to set. And this, we're producing 36. Are we really producing 36 per? Maybe we are. So that's 144, right? So we'll go 144. Ah, heck, we just send all of it. Let's make it just 200. Okay, so we're getting 200 coming through to here from that panel. It's daytime productions 144, in use 51. If we go over here, input is 51, we only need 27.4, the rest will go into battery storage. Good, we're fine. So I need to be able to build this one so that I can connect these 4, unless, hold on, what do we need for this? Two electronics and a glass plate. Right, I had some glass plates in the storage. I could get that working by taking down, I think, the solar panel, because I think the solar panel uses like 9 electronics. Yeah, so let's go and do that. We'll take down one of those solar panels, and then we can make that other transformer. Then I think we're set for power for quite a while. Yep, so let's get rid of this, and that should hopefully give us 9 electronics. Yep, it did. Okay. And then we can change tools, build the transformer. We have everything we need for it now. Now, I could make electronics. That is an option. Anyway, now we can plug in all the cables. They'll go down here. This will go in the second last one because there's still going to be a panel here. This cable will go in over there. And then this one is going in here. And then the output, we can just use this port and plug that into there. And now we have space for 2 more like that. And then we just have to have a look at this one to the battery. I'm just going to send the max again. Let's just put in 200. All right, that is sending the max into here. Okay, so that's 144, that's 108. Nothing else changes. Although I could run a line from here to that power over there. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's have a look at the battery. Battery's filling up pretty fast. We have capacity to use 350. Okay. Yeah, I would need to bring probably a transformer out of the battery to be able to split it over there. Otherwise, this is not going to work at night. Still, we could run one over here anyway and just plug it in just because. Right, so we've definitely got oxygen stored. But where's that oxygen coming from? It's an output. There are no devices connected on the input side. So this is purely an output. I have to figure that one out. Go and see if there's any oxygen inside of our workshop. That would be pretty nice. Alright, power's no problem. And external oxygen, yes. We are getting oxygen. There's a tiny little bit in the red over there, down in the bottom left, under our workshop health. Yep, we are actually getting a little bit of oxygen in here. Not enough. Not enough. We'll have to fix that up. So we'll do the usual evening things now that it's getting late. Drag the things over that we need to repair. And we have got some tech points available, so we'll have to have a look at the research. Let's go and see how our plants are doing. I have no idea how long these things take to grow, but they're still really small. Whatever I put in here, well, they didn't work. Maybe I should close this, let it do its thing. Okay, we have a message. Let's have a look at our messages. We have a meteorite, an unusual meteorite has landed in your vicinity. Okay, good. There's another meteorite. I'm not going to follow those just yet. I haven't even got to that probe. Tech tree. Electricity, we have something. We got 3 points under electricity. But in order to do any more research, I need to unlock the research table. So that is going to be high on the priority list. So let's see what we need for a research table. That's the workbench, 3D printer, storage cabinet. Actually, that would be pretty nice. It only uses a very little. I think maybe I need to build another workshop on. Botany workbench would be better in here. Material cooking table, chem lab. Hold on. Where's the research workbench? Or does it apply to the specific type of research, like materials and chemistry and botany and electricity? I think maybe it does. So those are all individual workbenches. Right, they're going to go in a different room. I'm going to have to build on. Right, so we will add corridors. I don't think I can do them from inside. Yeah, I'll have to do that in the morning. And then also tomorrow, before I build all of that, I think I need to go and raid some place. So I'm going to have to go and drop things off. Is there not a storage box or something? Oh wait, hang on, it's steel platforms. Grid oxygen saboteur reactor. That's oxygen saboteur reactor. I have a feeling that that is what I was supposed to build. It's completely possible, you know? And I have everything that I need for it except for 2 electric motors, and I'm pretty sure they're in my box. Alright, well, that's fine. Yeah, I don't see any way to increase my inventory. It's only the storage cabinet that we have access to. Oh my word, this is really deep. Teleporting vehicles. We have the main HQ stuff. Oh no, we don't have the main HQ stuff. We do have the blueprint for that. Blueprint unlocked. Reaction completed. Rubber vulcanization. Requires performing reaction ceramic heat shielding before I can do main HQ. Alright, so that's way down the line. Yep. For now, we are limited to that storage, and I might as well build one. I didn't want to build it here, although the botany stuff's going to move out of here anyway eventually. There will be a greenhouse. So, storage cabinet, we'll put over there. And if hopefully I've got the stuff to build it. Looks like I do. And that is built. Let's go and have a look inside of this. It looks to be about the same amount of inventory space as the other one. I'm not going to do any building in the morning, I don't think. So I'll drop off whatever I don't need. I have food, I have water, I have oxygen. I can sort out my hydration. Ah, heck, I can do that in the morning. Everything is repaired. How are we doing in here? Is everything healthy? Well, there are little plants. Can't tell you if they're healthy or not. And there are actually little plants in here too. Oh, this could be a problem. I haven't set the supply on these. There we go. I thought I had set the supply. Let's set that to 1 and 1.5. Okay, now there's some demand happening for electricity and water on the food side of things. All right, we're good. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's sleep, and we'll sleep as late as we can. That is 8 o'clock. That's perfect. Right, we up. We got a message. Oh, come on, seriously? Dust devils. Does that mean I get injured if I go outside? That's not cool. Oh, there they are. Quite a few of them. Oh, there's one close by. Oh, man. They're dirting my solar panels. So that's not going to produce power. How do I fix that? Is this going to actually come for me? Or is it just here to annoy me? Oh, gosh, it's getting close. Oh, my gosh, they're all coming here. Let's go inside. Right, that was not good. We have a way to clean panels. How are we doing in here, guys? I don't know if they actually got any bigger. I don't think they did. Messages. Yeah, we're not getting any warning messages from the plants anymore. Oh, geez, and there goes my power. Oh, bugger, just when I had everything working. You know, I hate mechanics like this. I really, really do. Are they finished? What's happening? They're still here. If I go outside... No, that one is still messing with my solar. Darn it, that's annoying. Man, how long are they going to be here for? Because right now everything is filthy and I'm not getting any power production. Wow. Alright, well, they're still here. They're hanging around me. Why don't they bugger off and go and hang around someone else? I mean, this could have happened at night. Wait, 9:30. 9:30? It got quiet outside. Oh yeah, it's quiet. Alright, now, how do I fix this lot? Honestly, I have no idea. Are we getting any power production at all? Nothing. Oh, good lord. Repair kit? Hold on. I had those other repair kits. Let's go and see if I can use them. Right, so in this box, I'm going to grab all the valuable materials out of here and take them and put them in the other storage box. This is the universal repair kit. I think those will be important too. If I expand, I need those fuses. Rocket fuel, steel plates. Yeah, I might as well take the med kits. I'll leave the carbon dioxide, the potassium. We'll take this with us. And maybe the small circuit boards. We use quite a lot of them. In our inventory, we have these universal repair kits. There's no real explanation of what they do. But if I put that into my hotbar and press 6. No. I don't know what the heck this does. It obviously doesn't do anything. Don't tell me I have to break these panels down. That's ridiculous. I refuse to believe that I'd have to break down panels. There's got to be something else. Let's go and have a look in our... Let's go and have a look in our starting pod and see if there's something we can make in the blueprint thing that I haven't done yet. Air compressor. Is that what I need? Small pipe, pack of screws, Aluminium plate. I think that's what I need. There's even a cordless drill. I suppose that'll be useful eventually. So pipes and screws. I don't feel like going to fetch them. We've got inventory. I can split this. I don't need very many at all. Probably let's just put 10 in. And it didn't split because I didn't press OK. There we go. We'll put 10 in there. And then I need to go and fetch screws because I just moved them all over there. Man, I've lost half the day. And I wanted to go out and see that probe. See if I could find some more material. Okay, there's screws. Actually, I'll just take them all. I hope this compressor is the right thing. Right, we are in here. Inventory, we need to send the screws over. Back to printing, air compressor, and add. And that is... it's happening. Alright, it's a little slow, but it's happening. And I think we can leave while that's doing its thing. There's nothing else I want to take out of here. Actually, you know, this is called a cupboard, and it is actually a lot bigger than that storage that we got, and it doesn't use power. So why can't we have these? Yeah, pray tell, devs. Our compressor is finished, and I can take my screws and pipes back as well. Right, so this looks like a day of fixing stuff up. So in the inventory, compressor, we'll put that up top. We'll select it. Please tell me it works. No, it doesn't work. Ah, for goodness sake. That's not what we use to clean solar panels. Okay, that's got nothing to do with my suit battery because my suit battery is full. Hydration I could do some work on. Is there supposed to be like a gas canister, jeepers? Is that what it is? If you don't have access to a compressor and a CO2 bottle, don't pay. Okay, so I need a CO2 bottle. Do I not have one in my inventory? I don't. And that is the problem. So I need a CO2 bottle. And I think I had one over here. Right, there's CO2. And now it's showing me carbon dioxide bottle 100 out of 100. All right, maybe this will work now. So, yes, and it's working, and it's using quite a lot of carbon dioxide, but that looks clean. And that one's clean. I might need to top up my carbon dioxide to finish all of this. And you can just point at them from below. You don't need to make any strange angles. And if there's a bar showing, it means it's clogged, so that's what you use to know what needs to be cleaned. Alright, all the big solar panels are clean. This needs to be cleaned. Alright, that's done. This will need to be cleaned, and I am running out of CO2. That's done. This is all fine. This needs to be sorted out. So that's clean, and oh gosh. Do these not work? They should work. Well, we can tell by looking at the battery. If the battery is charging, which it is, then it works. Good. So I'll just do a little more cleaning. I think it probably makes things a little more efficient. And this is... and I'm out. Alright, so let's put that away and see if we can top up our carbon dioxide bottle. So use a full CO2 bottle. And does that mean it's full? If we grab our compressor again, it is. Sweet. So we can carry on cleaning, and this building is looking dirty as well. How's my bike? Yeah, bike's dirty. Bike was really dirty. Jeepers, this thing used more CO2 than anything else. But it's clean now. The battery is clean. It's going to take a lot of cleaning to sort out this workshop area. And the workshop is clean. And I've only got 9 carbon dioxide left. It's not going to do all of this, I don't think. Did one of them. That's it. We're out again. I'll just go and do another quick refill. All sorted out. And it's the only thing left to clean, right? I've cleaned all the solar panels, have I? Looks like it. So just this airlock needs to be cleaned, and that's done. Awesome. Right, now I don't need this compressor with me all the time, so I can hop in here, and we're going to drop it off. I've dropped off the CO2 bottle as well. Let's put the hoses back where they're supposed to be. Drop off the universal kits in this storage. In fact, I'm going to drop everything off that I don't need, because I do want to go exploring tomorrow. My gosh, look at that. It fills so easily, especially because these medium circuit boards, all the circuit boards don't stack. It's got to be a better way than this. All right, now we're probably going to collect more of these, and those do stack. So I'm going to need to drop these small circuit boards back off at the pod. And it is now late afternoon. A whole day wasted by those dust devils. And into here, and at least I know that I have circuit boards on this side. And I'm only carrying... Well, now I'm going to drop these off in here. So I know I have electronics in here. I have circuit boards and I have a few small pipes. I'm going to close this guy up. Make sure that my little vehicle is well charged because we have a long trip in the morning. I'm going to plug this in. Let's get on it and see what we're at. We're at 87%. I actually don't really need to charge it. Yeah, going into night, I don't want to waste charge. So I picked up that cable. This is all doing okay. That platform saboteur reactor thing, I think I need to build that, although we do have some storage, and maybe I can increase this. We'll just go to like 10. So 10 oxygen coming out of here. It's still going up. Actually, you know what? Let's do 20. And then we'll just have a look at how that affects the oxygen supply in here. Because there is actually a little bit of oxygen. We'll replenish our water. That's done. Inventory. Go and eat a little bit of food. Okay, that's good now. This side, we have some water. It's getting watered. Okay. What's happening in here? Man, these things take a while to grow. Unless I messed up really bad and they actually aren't growing. Because they don't seem to be getting any bigger. So I picked one up. It is a plant. And what do I have now in my inventory? Nothing. Okay. I lost whatever that was. We'll keep this close and see what happens. I might need to replant all of these because they're withered. But that's fine. It's potatoes. I have spares. And I have really not much else to do, so I'm going to sleep for as long as I can. And maybe I'll just do 2 sleeps until we hit 8 o'clock. Right, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I did sleep twice. I woke up at about 5-ish and there was no electricity, so yeah, yesterday's little thing with the dust devils really messed up everything. Anyway, I'm not going to mess around today. We are waiting until 8, 2 more minutes, and we're out. And then I can just go and make sure that everything is actually working now. Let's have a look. Battery is starting to fill up. Input only 51 coming in from here. Let's just verify that that is correct. No, you know what? I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that to 100. That could be why our battery was charging so slowly. It is increasing now. Okay, good. All right, no more wasting time. Let's hop on the quad and we're going to head over to that probe, which is on the other side of the mountain. Change my view and set cruise control. I just have to change my direction from time to time. So this is the facility that we came and broke down all of... Oh, there's tanks at the back that I could have broken down. I'll have to come back for those. I suppose we can do it on the way back. But we are heading towards that probe signal. And if we find any other facilities, maybe we'll do a bit of looting. Well, I have to say this is really, really well done. And it looks like... well, I haven't seen any other facilities on the way here. Unless I missed them, but the probe looks like it's very close to that building over there. Yeah, that it is. So we've got another facility that we can go and do some looting at. Seems to have a few things around it. And it'll have one of those tablets as well. Right, so here is the probe signal. So let's stop and hop off. And what are we supposed to do with this? Go into first person. There. Pen drive chemistry. Oh, okay. Science benches. Press H to see more. Science benches are necessary to unlock advanced technologies in the tech tree and decode pen drive received from special events. You can use any science bench to decode a pen drive, but only the correct one will yield the maximum amount of experience points. Each technology branch has a dedicated science bench that has its own inventory and can be placed in various locations. Alright, well, that's good. Let's hop on our bike and head over this way. And we'll see what we can loot out of here. Alright, there are a couple of goodies on this side. Yep, those will be rich in materials. I'll go and head inside first. Change to first person. And, ooh, this looks like a warehouse of some kind. Okay, big circuit boards. I don't know if I need that many of them. Gas canisters, those are to be broken down. Nothing over here. What we have here? Suit battery. Handy. Nothing in there. Nothing on this side. Doesn't seem to be very much here. Open up this one. Yeah, okay, well there's some food. That's always welcome. And there's a bottle, a water bottle over here. Nice. And there is the tablet. So that's the very first thing that we do is go to the tablet, use large dome, more efficient suit battery, Oswald process, industrial energy storage 2. I don't know. Industrial energy storage looks possibly good. So that's done. If we go to research now, so in the tech tree under electricity, that's the one that we unlocked. So now once we have sulfuric acid production unlocked, which we'll get to in chemistry, I think, we will be able to get to industrial energy converters 2 and battery printing. Oh, that's nice. And then there's another power option, kilo power. We're going to have to find a blueprint for that as well. All right, I've been hanging around here for long enough. A couple of bits and pieces in here. Another suit battery, small circuit board, anything in the rooms like food. Nothing here. Something here. Electronics. Very welcome. Oh yes, I'm going to need to set up this kind of a setup on my side with toilets and showers and stuff. And is this then the exit? It is. All right, well then from this side I'm going to start scrapping. It's midday, so I'm going to need to move pretty quick on this. And yeah, just aiming for all the hotspots. Make sure that we do this as quickly as possible. We are picking up quite a lot of stuff here. Okay, wow, that took a long time, but we cleared all of those things out. There are a few bits and pieces we can do over here. Knock them out very quickly, pick up some extra plates and stuff. But it is almost 5 o'clock, so it's time to really consider heading back. But I have picked up a huge amount of resources. So that's the last one, and now I need to head out very, very quickly. And all the way back to the workshop. So we'll put cruise control on, and I just hope we make it back because I'd hate to lose all of this stuff. We still have 60% power, so the power won't be a problem. And I suppose we do have until 10 o'clock when things get really bad. Yeah, we should be fine. Right, we made it back. It is dark. I'm going to just swing my vehicle in over here and just park it. Good one. Let's go and have a look at our battery and see how much power we have. The battery, I think it might have been full. That's good. All right, and I've got one heap load, so once I'm inside, I have a torch, so I could press F, but it uses suit power. Right, and we're inside, all safe and sound. Our O2 levels in here have built up pretty nicely. I mean, they're still low, like less than 20%, but not bad. So let's have a look at our inventory. Look at that, 50 electronics, 30 solar panels, there's a bit of concrete, there's a whole bunch of electric motors. Very good, and we got that pen drive, which we can't really do anything with right now, but eventually. But we are set now, we can build on and make our base a lot bigger. And while I was out there, I did get more points, so when we do eventually get those tables built, I have 4 points in electricity. Botany, I don't have any yet. Chemistry, none. Electricity, I got 4. Materials, I got 3. And mechanics, none. And there's fire extinguishers. You know, I saw one of those somewhere that I don't know if I was supposed to pick up. Anyway, that's something we'll worry about next time. So far, our plants are really doing nothing. I think I need to probably wait until the oxygen is a bit better and then replant them. Although we've had no complaints. Okay, so it's another probe signal. We'll follow that one. That's just to tell us, okay, follow survival procedures. Yeah, okay, thanks. And then I'll get to those meteorites eventually as well and see what they're all about. And this is the ultimate goal, homecoming preparations. With the current technological knowledge, returning to Earth seems quite possible. The first step will be to build a functioning launch platform capable of supporting a rocket launch. The next step is to deliver 25,000 liters of oxygen, 500 liters of methane, 800 liters of water, and 235 processed food packs to the platform. Well, that's a long way away. So we'll tackle that next time. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And if you've got any ideas on how the oxygen is set up, I'll do some research between again, because I assume that is the reason that my plants aren't growing. So I'm going to need to fix that and probably trash all of these because they are stuck. They've withered. And we'll go and get that other probe, which is the same distance away. So it'll be another day out. In the meantime, things are working over here, so I can leave this place. I just need to make sure that I find a lot more food somewhere. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and until next time, cheers!